Hi Max, this is Grandfather. I'm going to show you some things about a bridge in South Carolina where we've been staying with baby Nora. Look at this bridge. It's for cars to drive over the water. And can you see how there are big towers that help hold the bridge up? Cars can then go over the water instead of having to take a boat to go over the water. And this bridge is considered very, very pretty, and it's also very big and very long. Now what we're doing is we're driving in a car over the bridge, and I'm taking pictures through the front window of the car, called the windshield. Can you see how we're coming up on the towers there? And pretty soon we're going to go under the towers. See, here we go under the first tower, and then the second tower is in the distance, and the car could keep on driving right through that. Max, now I'm standing on the bridge, and you can look over the railing and see there's a little tiny boat. That's a ferry boat. It carries people across the river. Now there's another boat. It's a kind of a yellow boat, and it has a big crane on it that's going to help make things on the dock. And behind it is a big blue and white boat that carries cars and things. Here's another ferry boat that's carrying people. Those people don't have to go over a bridge. They can just ride in a ferry boat. Now this is another thing. Can you see there was a fast boat that made that white line, but there's a slower boat, a very, very big boat, and it's carrying cargo. It might have toys or airplanes or food or all sorts of things. And here's another ferry boat coming out from under the bridge. You can see part of the white bridge there, and I'm looking over the railing. Uh-oh, do you think those two boats are going to hit? I don't think so. They have very good captains. Those are the people who drive the boats. And see, the two boats are going to pass each other without hitting at all. You can see a part of the bridge up in the top of the picture that's kind of white. There they go, past each other. If you were on one of the boats, would you wave and say hi to the other captain when they go by? These are very, very big boats, though. They have to be very careful and go slowly. Now we're looking at an aircraft carrier in the distance. That's a kind of a boat that has a very flat top, and the airplanes can land on it. And next year, when you come to the beach with Tima and I, we're going to go look at that aircraft carrier. Oh, look, there's another boat going under the bridge. And here's one just about to go under the bridge, so we can only see a little part of it. See the white bridge there, and it's going under it? There's the bridge. Oh, who's that sitting there? I think that's Tima. And this is looking around at all the other boats and things. And now the ferry boat has gone over to the dock, and you can see it right there in the picture, helping to make things on the dock. And the boat that went under the bridge before is going out towards the ocean. See how far away it is? And way out there somewhere is the ocean, where you can't see any land, on behind the aircraft carrier. See that boat? It looks like it's going slowly now, but it's going pretty fast. And that shows you what the whole harbor, Charleston Harbor, looks like, looking at it under the bridge. Now we're looking at some more boats and things.
Say hi to Max.
Hi, Max.
Look,
Love you.
Hi, Max. Grandfather
and
loves
there
you
I
too.
am. Max, this is a wild grape on the ground, and a squirrel has eaten it. See how it's got a hole in it where the squirrel ate all the good part of the grape out? These are grapes that have always grown in North Carolina. And I have some grapes growing at the lake house that will be like this, if they ever get big enough. You can see that there are other grapes on the ground here, and they fall out of a vine. You can see the vine growing up in the tree right here. It grows way, way up in the top of the tree and drops the grapes down on the ground. We'll try to eat them. Here's a lizard that I saw on the window in Charleston. Look how green he is. That kind of lizard is called an anole, You don't have them in Arizona, but we have them in North Carolina, and they are in South Carolina too. How about that? He's looking in at me, and I'm looking out through the window at him. And there's a kind of a screen between us. Do you think he's scared of me? Yep, there he goes. He did get scared and he ran away. Now this is a really strange thing. This is a snake that got tied in a knot, and I don't know how he got tied in a knot. Did he tie himself in a knot, or did somebody catch him and do that to him? But the poor snake died. He's got real sick because he was in a knot. And so I thought, and Tima thought, that it would be interesting if we showed you how you can tie a knot just like this. See, there's the snake with the snake's knot. Yeah. See that? I'm pointing at him. I'm not afraid of the snake. The poor snake. I feel sorry for him. Of course, I know you would never touch a snake.
Max, here's our cord that we're going to send to you. It's a very long piece of string. See, you can bring it in and take it out to be very long. Today we're going to teach you how to tie a knot by putting it down on the ground or on the couch. You can even make it into a circle. Take it apart and you have two ends. Take one of those ends, cross it over, take the other end, pull it into the circle, and slide it underneath. Then take both of those ends and slowly pull it, pull it, pull it until it's a knot. And there it is.
And look how much that looks like the knot that the snake was tied in. Now you're going to see a funny little blue house that's really called an outhouse, and it's where people can have a bathroom outside. A big truck delivers it, and then you can see looking inside the door, and it smells kind of bad, so I'm holding my nose. Pee-pee and poop drops down, then someone moves the outhouse and takes it away and takes away the pee-pee and poop. How about that? Here are some men moving things with a big payloader that can carry all kinds of dirt and stuff. And I asked them to drive it around the street to show you how it works. Here's the big truck that the men use, and the payloader dumps things on the truck, and then they can drive it away. They're working on the street and things like that here, fixing it up. Here comes the mailman in his mail truck. See, mail trucks always look like this. They're kind of white trucks, and the man sits on the side close to the mailboxes. So he drives out, and he's going to stop at the mailbox there, watch him reach out and put the mail in the mailbox, and then he's going to drive on to the next mailbox that's down the street. And in Arizona, you have a different kind of a mailbox, but he does kind of the same thing. Now watch, here he's getting ready to go. He's driving down to the next mailbox further down the street, and you watch him stop there so he can put in some mail at that mailbox also. Now this is a place where they're building a building out of steel. And you can see there's a big arm there, and it has a place for men to stand on it, that orange part. Actually, they have two of them. And the great big metal arm can lift the men up and then let them work on the building. See how the building is made out of steel, and it's a great big building. Maybe a little later when it's further finished, I can show you what it looks like when they're all done. And there are the two arms again that lift the men up to work on the outside of the building so they can put bolts and put big pieces of metal on it to hold it all together. Max, look at this. This is an ant's nest. Can you see the ants going down the hole into the ground? And they have all kinds of tunnels, little tiny holes that go in all different directions under the ground where they live and where they store their food. And when they come out of the hole, they wander all over looking for food outside, and then they can take it back to their home under the ground. Max, look at this. This is a little baby lizard, and he's running around here in Charleston. I think he's enjoying the sun because lizards have to get a lot of sunlight. You don't have ones like this in Arizona because this lizard would require a lot more water. I didn't get to show you, but he went right under my shoe and hid there, thinking it was a nice rock to hide under. Look at him. See how tiny he is? I think he's afraid. And he's now playing dead, see? He's pretending he's dead so I won't bother him. Look there, Max, I picked him up, see? He's a little baby lizard. Trying to get a better picture of him for you. There we go. I think that shows him a little bit better. See how he is? Okay, bye-bye, little Mr. Lizard. Bye-bye. Max, look at this beautiful blue thing. This is a moth that flies around at night, and he's kind of tired, so he's staying here during the daytime, and I found him under our back porch. Look how there's his body, and he has some little legs coming off, and then we see his beautiful wings, that beautiful blue-green, and it has some funny markings on it that look kind of like eyes. See the little black circle that looks a little like an eye to fool people into thinking he's bigger than he really is. Here he's trying to fly away. He's a little tired, so he isn't able to fly very well. Do you see how much a moth looks like an airplane? Both airplanes and moths can fly. There he is. He has a tail and he has two wings. And here's a different kind of a moth. This is one that I found a while ago, and I kept the moth and dried him so I could show him to you. This moth is dead, and I put my hand there so you could see just about how big the moth is. It's got different colors on that one, and it also had some little eyes on it. Can you see the two big black spots that look like eyes on this moth? And that fools other people who might want to eat it into thinking it's much bigger than it is because it has such big eyes. Bye, Max. I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'll make you some other movies. Love you very much, Max.